So today is Thursday, August 27th, 2020, and in our healing circle, we covered the significance of attentive listening. Um, Attentive listening is a significant and necessary ability, a skill to learn and implement in our relationships, in our interactions with other people, especially with our intimate partners, with our children, within our family system. So the question is, um, how do I improve attentive listening skills? How do I improve listening to other people? But another question would be, what does listening mean? What would be a definition of attentive listening? Well, we may do research. We may read here, we may read there. We may even do some kind of scientific research. You know those scientific journals on marriage or relationships. And we may find a definition. But it's a common, simple definition. So attentive listening means to be attentive, to pay close attention to what the other person is saying, what the other person is expressing. It also means to be able and to have the capacity and the ability to understand the other person's needs. Because the other person is talking, the other person is conveying something he or she wants to say. And as we are listening, we pay close attention to every single word the other person says. We maintain eye contact. We focus and concentrate. So, listening to the other person is a manifestation of the love, value, and consideration we are showing to the other person. Listening to the other person means that we care what the other person is communicating to us, what the other person is trying to tell us. I mean, it's simple, easy to define attentive listening, right? Though we processed within our healing circle 4 things. Okay? So to improve attentive listening, number 1, there is something called mindfulness exercise. And we discuss in our healing circle that a number 1 thing first to improve our attentive listening would be to listen to Mother Nature. So listening to Mother Nature is the first step to improve attentive listening. Why? Why to Mother Nature? Because we are Mother Nature. We belong to Mother Nature. So mindfulness exercises is, within a psychotherapeutic approach that is called dialectical behavior therapy. But mindfulness itself is an exercise of just being present, trying to quiet your mind, trying your best not to focus, concentrate, or to pay attention to just one particular thing or noise. Mindfulness, let's say, has to do with closing your eyes. Let's say you're in the mountains, next to the river, and you just listen to every single sound without focusing on one specific sound, but all the sounds that you may be able to perceive through your attentive listening. I mean, you may hear the wind, you may hear the leaves of the tree, you may listen to the birds, to the flying or the noise of the feathers of the bird. You may listen to the water, to the wind, and to so many things. And let's say you just stay there for a while. So that to some degree is a way of mastering the mind, discipline the mind. So once we do that exercise often and constantly and consistently, that's going to help us, number two, to listen to ourselves. Listening to our thoughts, to our feelings, to our mind, scanning our body and listening to that part of our body. Sensations and feelings. Body sensations. And just listening to you. Taking in consideration yourself. Obviously, people may say, I'm not crazy, just how do I listen to myself? Well, you do it all the time. But in most cases, you listen to the disturbing stuff. But if we just focus and listen to our thoughts, to our feelings, in a good way, with compassion, with consideration. And number three, once we listen to Mother Nature, we listen to ourselves through a disciplinary way. Then, number three, we allow other people to listen to us. That's very significant because if we just keep everything to ourselves, it's going to be very difficult to move on. Just imagine. Well, number three, once again, we allow other people to listen to us. And in most cases, it's going to be like professional people, counselors, spiritual directors, or psychotherapists, or medical doctors, or psychiatrists, or a shaman, or a healer, or family members, right? So if you keep everything to yourself, it's going to be difficult. You need to vent, you need to express, to kind of let go for a little while. So allowing other people to listen to us is very significant, is very important. What if we don't want to do it because it's kind of private or kind of personal? Then my recommendation would be for you to go to Mother Nature and tell everything that you feel, everything that you are going through. I mean, Mother Nature will keep it very confidential. This is what someone asked an elder Native American person. She asked him, how do you get rid of anger? Because he was always angry, very angry. Of course, he went through a lot of trauma, a lot of discrimination. He had very serious alcohol issues. And he just couldn't handle anger in a healthy way for so many years. And one day he said, I got tired of just being angry all the time and angry at other people. I get tired of so many years wasting my time and my years of life just being angry. And he said, one day I went to the mountains. I just walked and walked directly to the mountains. I got my whole body all the way down to Mother Earth next to a tree. And I just said it. I just expressed all that anger, all that resentment. And he said, I even forgot who I was angry and resentful at. I get tired. And I was screaming, yelling. I mean, no one was there listening to me but just the trees and Mother Nature. What a great relief. What a great healing experience. He said he went through. And then the one who was interviewing him, she asked him, and what happened after that? Well, I walked all the way down to my car. Since then, I didn't allow anger to control me. I was free. And I decided to become a different person. So that's, if we don't allow other people to listen to us because we believe it's too personal and you don't trust nobody, then your next choice is to let it go in the mountains, in Mother Nature. I mean, these are very significant things, very necessary things. I mean, if you keep it there, it's going to be difficult, painful. Oh, yeah. Then number 4. Then we listen to others. See? From the very beginning, how do I improve attentive listening? It's just not, okay, I want to listen to other people. I just want to improve listening. No. I mean, some experts may say, well, just learn coping skills. Just listen, pay attention, remind yourself to listen. What if someone is not listening to you and you feel ignored and rejected? Well, I won't feel good. Well, then listen. I mean, it sounds very, very easy, right? But it's not that easy. So, my recommendation, and based on this precious experience of the 4 directions, is to spiritual balance. When it comes to attentive listening, listen to Mother Nature. Learn how to listen to Mother Nature. Master listening to Mother Nature. Number 2, the South, emotional regulation, emotional balance. Listen to yourself. Learn how to listen to yourself. Don't ignore your thoughts or your feelings or your sensations. Listen to your mind. Listen to yourself. Listen to your feelings, your thoughts, and your body. Number 3, the West, physical balance. Allow other people to listen to you. Share, express. If you say, no way, I won't be sharing my stuff with other people, then go to the mountains, go to the river, talk to a tree, talk to your cat, talk to your dog. Something you are to do. And number 4, then listen to others. Because once you have listened to Mother Nature, you have listened to yourself. You have allowed others to listen to you, or Mother Nature listening to you and healing you. Then number 4, attentive listening to other people becomes easier. So attentive listening becomes easier because you have already experienced and practiced listening to Mother Nature, listening to yourself, allowing other people to listen to you, and now you implement, you practice listening to others. Okay? So, through all these, healing circles that we have covered, the question is, how am I improving listening skills? Or how do I need to continue listening to Mother Nature, to myself, allowing other people to listen to me, and then attentive listening? How do I see myself being more attentive to my partner, to my children, to other people? And the other question within this healing circle is, how are these healing circles helping me to continue doing well? We also discussed in our healing circle something about being warriors, being guerreros. That the struggle is not with other people. The struggle is not with something external. But the struggle of the war is within ourselves. A man of knowledge, an individual of knowledge and understanding, improves the significance of looking inside, where the most difficult war is. That's why being a warrior means the main struggle is within myself, not with other people. But for that, we need personal power. And the personal power we develop has to do with coping skills. Managing anger in a healthier way. Attentive listening. Doing meditation and reflection for a spiritual balance. Remain learning how to improve emotional regulation, emotional balance, managing those feelings in a healthy way, stable way. It's okay to be angry, but it's not okay to start screaming, yelling, throwing things, and fighting. It's okay to be sad, but not to allow sadness to become depression. It's okay to be scared, but don't allow fear to freeze you or to lead you to become or experience panic attacks. Then, personal power, physical balance. Take care of yourself. If you drink, drink less until you stop. Smoke, drugs, same thing. Try to see a medical doctor once a year. Eat healthier. And always create a safe environment for you and your children and your family, your wife, your husband, your loved ones. And another personal power is mental balance. To continue learning how to discover our personal strengths and apply them to continue improving our personal balance and healing. Okay? Okay. So I want to thank you for your time and for your attentive listening. And uh, so make sure to continue doing well, to continue being a warrior, moving on to the next level. Um, thank you for your time. Buenas noches. Ánimo.